Welcome to After Hours with Annie. Today we're talking all about everyone's exhausted, your skin and hair included. So we're talking all about the Great Exhaustion and why our skin and our hair is over it too. I'm Jamie Bucirde. I'm the resident sexologist and community manager at Annie.
Hey everyone, it's Anna, one of the co-founders of Annie, and we're happy today to have with us Dua.
Hello, hi, thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for coming. So you're a holistic skin therapist and acne specialist, but if you'd like to give a little bit more of an explanation of your craft, we'd love to hear it.
Thank you. So my name is Dua. I'm a holistic skin therapist and acne specialist. I'm the owner of Beauty by Dua. I work with men and women to help them find holistic solutions for their hair and skin problems by personalizing the targeted areas holistically and organically.
Yeah, wow.
And we were just saying your skin is absolutely glowing.
Your skin is glowing.
Is the face.
I'm so glad.
But we have this constant conversation with Annie, and it's talking all about the Great Exhaustion and this constant burnout and fatigue we seem to be feeling collectively with, being told we need a 12-step routine with skincare and we need to always look a certain way, and we're feeling really collectively tired. But chronic stress, burnout, and the Great Exhaustion are showing up on our faces, in our bodies, and through our confidence as well. And this episode is all about unpacking why glowing skin culture is a trap if you're already running on empty. So we really want to know how we can support our skin through stress and burnout culture. So we'd love to
without spending a fortune.
Absolutely. Without spending thousands of dollars every year. I think the average for women that spend, the average of money Australian women spend a year on beauty is around $3,000, which is crazy.
Not everyone can afford that.
No, exactly.
I wish I could afford that.
I know.
Lovely.
It's crazy that that's the average though, isn't it? So there's people that are, spending a lot more. So tell us, what do we do? How do we simplify our lives and look as good as you, Dua?
The simpler, the better. And as I always say, when the inside is healthy, the outside glows. Skincare is a journey. It's not just a one touch. It's not a magic solution. Even if you've been ignoring your skin for a while, even if life has taken you away, you don't have time, you don't have the money, you want to know that skincare works inside out. And this also applies on hair care. Your skin is a living organ. It breathes. It understands what's happening inside and outside. When the inside is stressed, it sends you signals. It becomes sensitive. It breaks out. It becomes dry. It's just trying to communicate with you and tell you that the inside is not happy. So when it comes to stress, we have to learn how to de-stress. Once we overcome this stage, beauty and skincare becomes very easy. Does that make sense?
It makes so much sense. So you're almost need to teach us how to meditate or find those things that de-stress us as step one in getting happier and healthier skin.
There are so many ways to de-stress. Every person is unique. Every case is not similar to others. If you are stressed about the hectic, rushing life you have, you want to learn how to slow down and even how to pause. You have to. This is what everybody tries to cope with. If it is money, you have to find ways to either live with what you have or learn how to make more. If it is a disease or sickness, there are ways that you can learn from experts on how to live with what you have. Keeping the stress inside is the problem. Now, showing and venting and de-stressing helps. But how do you want to do that? There are so many techniques: meditation, exercise, reading, journaling, practicing religions and faiths, talking to others, socializing, spending money. Therapy also helps. So many techniques. I encourage everyone to either speak to experts about stress or Google. Just everyone should educate themselves about how to de-stress and start working. It's not just a plan for future. It's a plan for action now. Because once this stress is moved outside your body comes back to its normal form. When it's stressed, it's put in a trigger. It's acting in a mode that we call fight or flight. It's not happy. It's alert. It's producing lots of hormones that are there to help to keep you alert, to keep you stressed, to keep you ready for either fighting what you're going through or running away from it. And all these changes inside your body reflect on the skin. And mostly part of the skin that we are talking about is the facial skin, because that's what we see. That's what others see. The face speaks, doesn't it?
For sure.
Yeah, you can just see on someone's face. I think when you can see the stress come out in lots of different ways, like I think you can tell when someone's calm and they kind of radiate this certain glow that I don't think you can get from anything else other than being calm or rested versus someone exhausted, stressed, fatigued.
The face speaks, and the emotions that we go through every day are stored in the face. These emotions can turn into stress. And this stress can change the shape of our facial muscles. That's why aging signs are a big result of stress. Person is happy or excited or going through an amazing journey in this phase of their life. It shows on the face. Is exactly correct. A person looks sad or mad or he's pale all the time because he's going through a bad time of life. The face speaks.
It's so fascinating, isn't it? And it's so interesting, isn't it, Jamie? Because this is something that Annie, we're super passionate about, is how everything is interconnected, isn't it? Like today we were here to talk about skin and hair, yet it's really your whole body and how it is you find a simple way in your life to manage those feelings and emotions and what you're going through and how that then radiates out from there. And I just think that's so lovely, isn't it? Like it's connected to what you eat, it's connected to how you move, it's connected to, you know, the products that you use, it's all interconnected. But really the sense of, I think on one of our last episodes, Erica said the feeling of health, like what is that feeling of health, which is so individual and it's what shows on people. So yeah, it's super interesting, isn't it? We love it. Love the interconnected nature of it.
Me too. And you mentioned how simple is better, and you say simple is often, which I think is such a misconception, that a 12-step routine, spending thousands of dollars is sometimes the best for your skin, but you've said simplicity is sometimes best. What would the minimum routine look like to protect and support your skin? Or what are the non-negotiables that you would recommend with skincare?
Nutrition, hydration, basic skincare. Nutrition, the rule says, eat the rainbow. The more the colors in your food, the different the nutrients you provide to your skin, the better the value. Hydration, drinking water. I always encourage a very simple routine. It sounds easy, but it's not easy to apply. It goes, drink 1 cup of water when you wake up, then 1 cup every 2 hours until time. As long as you are awake, you need frequent hydration. It's not about how many liters of water do you drink a day. I don't care, because some people think that drinking 1 liter, that's equal to 4 cups once a day, makes life better. Well, it doesn't. Skin is part of your body. Actually, the largest organ in your body. It covers you everywhere. It separates you from the outside. It needs continuous hydration. And guess what? Our body is a smart system, and it has a priority list to distribute water, like your digestion system, your blood pressure, your brain, if the woman is pregnant, if it is that time of the month, and the skin is at the very bottom of the list. So if there's not enough water, sorry, skin, we don't have enough water today, no water. And the skin will go like, but I'm thirsty. I don't care. The body doesn't care, because to our body, our skin is not a life-threatening or life-dependent organ. It's the coverage, the filter of what's happening inside. But we love our skin, and we should, because it's who we are. It reflects our happiness. It reflects our value towards ourselves, how we see ourselves. So we want the body and we want to drink a little bit more water than it needs. So when it comes to skin, okay, skin, we've got enough water today. So 1 cup in the morning, 1 cup every 2 hours, and eat the rainbow. So this helps to have enough nutrients and enough hydration from the inside. Now, the outside is simple. If the inside is healthy, the outside glows, but we want to keep it clean. We want to give it a little bit of nutrients and just protect it. That's it. Now, the more the skincare products people use, the more the sensitive the skin is. That's why there are lots of people who have very red skin all the time. No matter what they do, their skin is sensitive. It just doesn't respond to treatments well, always probably breaking out, and it's dry. The problem is not in the skincare products. It's in the number and the huge number of skincare products people try. And people there is a trend that is going almost everywhere where people immediately apply the skincare on their skin without testing, without understanding what's happening on the skin when they apply the product. It says don't touch your skin unless you have to. Don't touch unless you're just scratching, or now you are applying. People keep touching their skin, keep applying, keep trying. People walk in supermarkets or shopping centers where skincare products are, and they just grab a tester and they apply on the face. They want to feel that they are pampering themselves, but what they're doing, they are piling loads and loads of those chemicals on the skin. And guess what? The skin's become very sensitive and it stops responding because it's tired. There's also one thing that is worth mentioning. About 60% of what we apply on our face is absorbed directly to our bloodstream. And this goes to the liver. So we want to be careful. We want to read. We want to understand about the ingredients. We want to ask. If you don't know, ask. If you are not sure, send emails to the manufacturers, ask them. And how to decide if this product helps, if this product is clean, and if this product is chemicals free. Go more towards the organic. It's going to be cleaner. It's going to be more accepted by your skin. As I said, clean, hydrate, and protect. That's it. You don't have to apply loads of chemicals on the skin.
I love that idea of eating your skincare. I've heard that before, of like eating your skincare comes in juices and lots of salads and fresh fruit and vegetables, and really trying to get that rainbow. I love that as a mentality of like the glowiness kind of comes from what you put in your body first.
Like somebody walks by, I can tell if they are veggies people or others.
Or a potato person.
Always
or sugar, hey? Sugar is a big one.
The skin tells the truth because this is what you have been planting inside your body. Fruits and vegetables, even carbohydrates, lots of protein, lots of hydration. This is the balanced diet that we should follow. But lots of sugar and lots of junk food is the exact opposite. These are all poisons.
Absolutely.
It's so fascinating. Oh, sorry, Jamie. I was going to say it's so fascinating, even just from an affordability perspective as well, isn't it? And a cost perspective. Because if you think about eating your skincare and going along that line of thinking, you know, the simpler the diet and the more nutritious the diet, the better it is for your whole body, including your skin. Then you can pick the higher quality organic products for your skin that would actually
be
the job.
Phase of skin. That would be the external one. It's
where you start. Yeah, I love it. Yeah,
I love that too. So in terms of products, you mentioned like what's worth investing in? You mentioned a cleanser. You mentioned something hydration wise. Would that be a moisturizer?
And a sunscreen, SPF. Yes. Now in between, if you'd like to add a serum, you just want to make sure that the serum is more into organic, because there are lots and lots of chemicals or chemical-based serums. These can be too irritating. And according to age, some serums do not work on younger ages and others do not work on bigger ages. So also we want to notice is that people jump into social media trends and fall in them easily.
Guilty.
I was going to say, Jamie,
We're all
confess
the same. What
about your retinal trend.
others doesn't necessarily work for you. Works for others. I'll give you an example. Two beautiful ladies from a certain Asian background walked into my client, wanted a treatment for their skin. Their skin was getting a little bit pigmented and darkened. They just needed something to get the skin back into brightness and glow. They both live together. They have the same food. So they bought the same products and they were taking the same skin supplements. One of them needed only 3 sessions, while the other needed 5 of the same treatment. Does that ring a bell? Every person is different. They were following the same routine. They were moving, not twins, but I think they were only 1 year apart. They were moving together, putting the mask together, using the cleanser. They were just 2 little beautiful people all the way moving together, but they were different.
Yeah.
They were different. Their skins responded and were treated differently. So what works for others doesn't necessarily work for you. So don't immediately jump and try. Not because this influencer told you that that product worked amazingly on her. You can't imagine what was working behind the scenes. Is she really coming up and showing herself without anything on her skin? Or is she wearing like, for example, there was a trend a few weeks ago about an influencer who walked into a clinic overseas pretending that they had a magical treatment for acne. And she said that it took her only 1 treatment to treat her acne. The end of the video, she showed herself with glowing skin. But obviously, every skin expert said she was wearing makeup. It was foundation and powder covering her skin, because there is no way to treat acne from only 1 session or 1 treatment. Even if this treatment works with several protocols, we all know that acne takes time and it works inside out as well. So please raise your level of awareness, read more. Don't just listen to one side of the story. Email the manufacturers, read more about them, get more reviews, and simply speak to experts. Take an appointment for consultation. Ask all the questions that you want to ask. Because when you are put on the right track, when you are educated and learn how to glow, it just becomes easy, piece of cake.
I love it. And you're just like perfect living example. Jamie and I, like, we've got work to do on our skin. Your skin's beautiful though, Jamie. You know?
Yesterday, so I hope that mine's glowing. No, I really love that.
Yeah.
It's really nice, especially, you know, when we're thinking about, again, coming back to simplicity, coming from nutrition and looking after your body as the number one for like having that show on the outside of your body. What are some ways that we can, I guess, like simplify the process of it? Or what, do you have any fun tips of how to implement looking after your skin or looking after your bodies, and how you can kind of bring that into a daily routine?
So having regular meals is a must. You can't just skip breakfast because you don't have time, even if it's just an apple, even if it's just a banana. You can't skip dinner because you're trying to lose weight. That is going to make your skin more tired. If you can have 3 to 5 small meals a day, that would be amazing. If not, at least keep providing your body with amounts of nutrients along the day. So most nutritionists recommend 5 small portions of food every day. If you can't, and by the way, 1 portion of food can be an apple, can be a banana, it can be a small sandwich that is filled with probably cheese and lettuce. It doesn't have to be a big meal. The point is that we live in a very fast and hectic world where we consume energy all the time. Consuming this energy means that we have to compensate. We have to provide the body with what it needs. So if you can try to have at least between 3 and 5 meals, small portions a day, that would be amazing. Hydration is an amazing thing as well. Don't skip a cup of water. And by the way, a cup is a cup. It's not just a sip. It's 250. Everyone knows the cup, right? Yeah. So it's a cup of water every 2 hours. In the morning, you want to clean, you want to hydrate, and you want to apply your sunscreen. And please, please, please don't go out without sunscreen. Even if it's cloudy, even if it is rainy, especially if you are a resident in Australia. All right? The sun in Australia is harsh on the skin, and we need protection whatsoever. I think it's rainy and cloudy in Melbourne. But it's sunny. Everybody must apply a sunscreen. Midday, if you are back home, make sure you clean after the sunscreen and hydrate. Before you go to bed, have another clean and hydrate. That's it. You don't have to make it a 12-step procedure. It's just 3 to 4 in the morning, 2 midday, if you can. If you're still out, that's fine. 2 before you go to bed. That's it. And always, always use cold water to wash your face. Hot water hurts the skin.
Oh.
Yeah. Make it cold. Lukewarm is fine, but it doesn't have to be ice cold. You don't have to feel that shivering. Just cold. A little bit warm is fine, but never hot.
And what do you make of, it makes so much sense. I was just wondering, what do you make? We were having a laugh at Annie the other day, of the 25-step shower routine that's going around at the moment, which I don't even know how long that means you need to stay in the shower for, showering to get through the 25 steps of the exfoliation and cleansing and all the rest of it. What's your opinion on that as a trend?
I believe it's kind of a step that should be carefully introduced into your skincare routine. I'm talking about exfoliation. When you clean and hydrate, your skin doesn't need to be exfoliated unless you are directed by an expert to do so. If you want to exfoliate, you want to do it once a month.
Once a month?
Once a month. That's it. Otherwise, you'll be shedding more and more of your skin layers, making your skin more tolerant to sensitivity and dullness.
I was doing it once a week. That's so interesting.
Don't think about your skin as a big layer. It's a very thin film of cells that just covers the face. It's very thin. So when you keep shedding it, it just gets exhausted.
And you say that for your whole body as well? Like we're talking a lot about the face. What about arms, legs, once a week?
You want to jump into a shower, and if you want to use your body wash, if you want to make a choice of having your body wash with a little bit of an exfoliant, that's fine. But definitely you want to do that every day. Probably once a week or once fortnightly. The only location of your body that needs frequent exfoliation are your heels, because they are thick and they get dry more often. Probably your knees and elbows, but that's it. The rest of your body skin is fine, especially that it's mostly covered. Once a week, once fortnightly is fine, but the face, which is the thinnest and the most sensitive, should be exfoliated once a month.
It's so fascinating, isn't it? This is just like
just got me thinking about my whole face process. Pull it back a little bit. So I guess we've been talking about a few of the other trends, but I would be curious to know, are there any other trends that you've seen out there that we want to kind of debunk? Or is there anything that you've been seeing on TikTok, for example? Like I've seen a few. The red light mask is one that always pops up for me where I never know if it would actually work or not, the infrared masks. And I'd love to know your opinion on that.
Now, LED is the light therapy. The red light is only one type of lights. The light therapy depends on manufacturing certain types of lights. Each of these lights has a certain wavelength, which means that it can penetrate the skin to a certain level. Some of them can go deep, others are just work on the surface. Because of this, each light has a different color. All right. Now, the red one works on boosting and enhancing collagen and elastin production. What does this mean? It means that it makes the inside of your skin better. Collagen is a protein. It builds the skin from the inside. It also builds your nails, your joints, and it's part of your hair. But when it's boosted, the skin becomes, I don't want to say more youthful, but it becomes glowy. It becomes healthy. All right? The trick here is in 2 parts. One, most manufacturers of the LED machines recommend having a certain distance the source of the light and your skin. So when you go into a skin clinic, what they do is that they put the machine above your head, and there's a space. There's about between 10 to 30 centimeters distance between your skin and the light. And this is what the light needs. It needs to travel before hitting your skin. Now, the mask doesn't do that. Be careful about this fact. Did they really invent that technology that the light doesn't have to travel a certain distance? Or did they work on that distance and minimized it? Because a mask is as close as can be to the skin.
Yeah.
Second is the big question that I always ask my clients who want to buy masks. Are they really manufacturing LED lights, or are they just selling you colorful lamps?
Yeah.
Tell. You can't, even if you think that it's expensive, you can't tell. That's what I personally do not recommend. A mask, a light mask in your house. If you are after light therapy, visit the nearest skin clinic and enjoy. They know what they're doing, and they do what is best for you. Plus, don't think of light therapy as a huge boost to what you are after. There are some lights that work on pigmentation. Others work on acne and inflammation. There are lights that boost lymphatic drain. And there is the red that boosts collagen. But it's very slow. It usually comes after a major treatment. So we do this treatment, then we put you on LED for 15 minutes. Because if you want to do LED, for example, every day for at least 30 minutes, you might have 10% of what the big treatment gave you in a week.
Interesting. Yeah, I've always wondered. I always feel like chances are they're not made well, so chances are they're not going to do much for you.
Just take it out of the shopping trolley, Jamie. Take it out.
I know. I get one. The other one that I always see, and again, this is a TikTok fad, is snail mucin. And I'm wondering, what are your thoughts on that? Because I know it moisturizes, but I also am aware that it's like from snail. So,
did you try it?
I haven't. I have tried it. A roommate had it, and I put it on my skin.
Did you want to?
I wanted to, yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what it is?
I think it's a snail gunk. It's the.
Yeah. Why does? Let's think about it. Let's think out loud. Why does a snail produce this thing? This gel
moisture to keep moisturized?
Because it slides. And this is what the snail does. It slides from a place to another. This is how it moves. And it's very delicate. So it needs a lubrication. It needs a gel around it. So it produces that. And even it covers all its body because of its shell. It just needs to have lubrication between itself, the floor, whatever floor it is around, and the shell. It is meant for lubrication, but it is not meant to penetrate the skin. Okay, so even if it contains nutrients, which I doubt, that can make the skin better, it will stay on the surface. Once it's wiped out, it's wiped out. It's not inside. And this is the problem with the very cheap skincare products. They are not manufactured in a way to simply work. What we mean by work is that they go inside and do the job. Lots and lots of skincare products remain outside. I don't care if it feels fine. I don't care if it just smells nice. I don't care if the packaging of the bottle is amazing, because it stays outside. It's not going inside. When they decide to manufacture this product in a way that it penetrates inside, it becomes a little bit more expensive. And this differentiates between the cheap and what is worthy. I don't want to call it expensive. It's worthy. It's worth your investment in your skin.
Well, at least I don't have to put snail gunk on my face anymore.
No, you don't.
or a red light.
Leave the snail, please.
So great. Do you have any other myths or anything that you've seen that you want to debunk?
Oh, lots of them. Skincare for children. It's getting more and more popular, and young girls at the age of 8 and 9 are starting nagging, and they demand skincare from themselves. And what ends with the parents is that they buy them the cleanest, of what they see, probably the cheapest, just to keep the girls busy with their skin. Girls at the age under, let's say, 12 or 13 do not need anything on their skin. Their skin is perfect before hormones take place and they break out. Let's say they don't have any breakouts. Before that, they are the icon that we want to be like.
True.
They've got the most perfect, glowing, the highest levels of collagen that can be in a human being are in the children. So they don't need anything. They just need a cleanser. So please, mom, let your child use your cleanser, and that's it. She doesn't need anything. And I've seen some cases where young girls walk in the clinic with white patches, dryness, damages on the skin because they tried to follow a trend here or there, and the skin is damaged. Unfortunately, we can't do anything at this age. We have to, and that damage could be permanent.
Are you seeing that a lot with your clients? They'll come in asking for skin.
It's getting more and more popular. It is, because social media is everywhere. Devices are everywhere. Almost every child has access to devices and social media, and have access to all the crazy trends that take place, and they just want to try. They are convinced easily, especially if one of them begins using what the trend says. They all want to follow.
Yeah, the peer pressure is enormous at that age, isn't it? I know one of my friends, her 10-year-old daughter actually burnt her face with retinol having a sleepover at a friend's house, and they just got into the mum's cosmetics and beauty care. Yeah, and it's like, they don't even know what retinol is, but they see, seen it being
and
put on.
Also what really scares me is that ladies in their early 20s and even late 20s are trying to follow what they call preventative anti-aging because they are not ready for aging, or they just want to defer aging as long as it can be. Now, anti-aging for 20s is a crime. You are still we want to go back to that age, right? Live your life. Just be simple. Love your skin as it is. Don't worry about the future. When you hydrate, when you take enough nutrients, when you do the basics and jump into facials every now and then because you're 20, you want to just look your best, don't worry about aging. Don't worry about this phase of aging now. Be ready with the simple, with the healthy inside, because that is your way for better aging. We can't stop aging, but we can make it better. Please don't fall into unaware anti-aging techniques, either in the injectables or the skin or the trends.
That's what I'm seeing a lot.
Make things worse.
In my friendship group and I'm 29, and a lot of my friends, female friends, have already got Botox, so they're using preventative Botox. And I never know if that's a thing that is actually effective or if it's a societal peer pressure for women to not age, but if it actually works. So that's always so interesting.
What it's going to end up in 10 years, their muscles are going to stop responding. To all the injections, to all the skincare. They will sag and they will look 15 to 20 years older than their peers. What they're doing now is going to take place, the effect is going to take place in their 40s. And it's very bad for a woman in her, let's say, the second half of her 40s to look like her 50s. Work in a way that we are in our 50s, but we would look in our 30s or 40s, not the other way around. If you begin early with anti-aging techniques in your 20s, sorry to say that, but you're going to regret it.
I also find it's also such an addictive process, isn't it? I think that preventative and thinking that it's an injection or something will solve it. And then you can see people just keep adding and adding and adding over time, more and more and more and more. And so, that's right. And now I'm going to do this spot and this spot. And something else is always being introduced by the media to try. So it is a slippery slope, isn't it?
And they only focus on the models or the icons that had good results. How about the people who didn't?
Yep.
There are,
True.
there
Yeah,
are the majority of the people who fall into these. So please
Yeah.
be aware, look around you. If you are still under the age of 15 or 16 and you have a perfect skin, you want to be thankful for that. Hydrate, clean, and that's it. A little bit of makeup every now and then is fine, but clean and double clean after your makeup. Moving into 20s, you want to be proud of yourself. Don't think about aging. It's too early. You want to think about. It's not aging that matters in your 20s. In your 30s, you want to learn how to read your skin. Is it becoming dry? And by the way, our skin changes. What is oily in your teenage, it could be dry in their 40s. What is normal in 30s could be very sensitive and dry in 50s. Skin changes. So in your 30s, learn how to read your skin. Learn how to listen to what the body's telling you. Are you having enough water? Are you on a balanced diet? Or does running after your kids is taking all your time? Back to simple every day, but keep an eye. 40s is the time for action. Regular facials, probably longer skincare routines, more precise and targeted treatments for problems that can rise, and leave the 50s alone because they know what they want to do.
such great advice, because I think it takes a lot of the pressure someone in their 20s, and to be fair, nearly in my 30s, but I feel all this pressure to be getting Botox, be getting, all these treatments done on the regular. And if, I'm not getting work done, then I will end up really looking a lot older later. So it's a relief to hear the opposite and to just kind of relax into.
So let me ask you, there's somebody who lives with you who keeps nagging and asking you to do Botox? Is it a friend who keeps calling you every day and asks you to do this thing? Or is it just inside the head?
It's definitely both.
Let go. You don't need it.
It's beautiful advice.
And social as well. Social media too. Like you see, the standard is set, which is what these conversations are about. Like stripping back that standard to simplifying, and what is that base that you need to do? Because life's hard enough sometimes as it is. So just turn it off, Jamie.
Switch it off.
I've seen plenty of examples of friends as they age and they've gone down the injectable Botox path, and it doesn't hold. Let's just put it that way.
A woman was in the clinic. She was in her 50s. And how do I know age? Because they sign a form before they walk in, and one of the major questions they have to ask is the date of birth. She was in her 50s, but her skin was amazing. She had those layers of collagen that were untouched. I couldn't believe she was in her 20s. So the question was like, do you follow a strict diet? She said, no, but I'm a fan of seafood. I have 3 times a day. It's like, oh my God.
Wow.
Fish oil, lots of omegas. We can't do that, but we at least have seafood at least twice a week. So go for it. Try it. Most people love seafood. Seafood twice a week is amazing. Don't be boring. It's just very nice for your skin. That is going to be much more beneficial to your skin than loads and loads of skincare.
Diet.
I love it.
That's why in the Mediterranean, no one ages.
Oh my God. Diet is the best. Everybody now.
Diet is key.
Diet.
That's such good advice. Well, thank you so much for joining us. And for anyone watching, please book and do it for a session and go through your skin routine to find the best skin routine for yourself. I know that I will be personally.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so glad I'm part of Anni. It's an amazing platform that holds an amazing collection of experts. And we all want to support Anni. We want to jump in and we want to educate ourselves that please don't depend on free information. There are lots of fakes, lots of false information. Talk to experts and find Anni.
Yeah. Thanks, Stuart. So great to
That was
today.
so good. I want to go eat seafood now.
Seafood.
Seafood for dinner for everyone.
That was so beautiful. Thank you. All your questions were answered so beautifully. So much knowledge.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. Thank you.